Hello guys, it's me Livis, and today I'm back with another video. And today I want to talk about Nokia 6260. I think you guys remember this phone. Um, what was so special about this phone at that time was that you could do this and also this, and you can also do this. So this was very special for that time. I don't remember any phone doing this at that time. I think, no, actually Philips had one phone that can do this, but that's all. I have never seen any other phone that could do this. The keyboard, as you can see, it's very big and it was very well made. Unfortunately, what I don't like is that they made the buttons over here, so they had a lot of space. They could put them down here, and they could have made the screen a little bigger. And when you are using this phone this way open, you always had to keep your hand something like this. But if you didn't like, they gave you the options to do this, and the phone was much comfortable to use. As you can see, it has dedicated button for camera, the volume buttons, which are kind of worn off, and here is the camera. What a very strange place to put a camera, exactly on the other side of the phone. So yeah, it was a strange phone, but I liked it a lot, and it was one of my favorite back then. I was crazy about this phone. As you can see, it still has the original battery, BL4C. These batteries can be found today. They are still made. As you can see here, Nokia 6260, made in Germany. Over here was the memory card slot, but as you can see, I don't have a memory card right now for this phone because they were big. They were those kind of SIM cards, as you can see, the big ones. Yeah, so let me try to insert the SIM card over here. There we go. I'm sorry about the autofocus problem. I don't know what the hell is wrong with my shit phone today. It usually doesn't do this, but today I think it's not his day, I guess. So let's power this phone up. There we go. The keyboard lights over here as well, but I prefer to use it like this because, as I told you, it's more comfortable. The booting time is a little slow because, you know, phones back then were not as fast as the smartphones we have today. So we will have to wait a little for this phone to open. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to set the time randomly, doesn't matter anyway. So here's the phone. Yeah, the SIM card is not available, doesn't matter. So here's the phone itself. The screen was actually very big for that time because as you guys remember, the phones back then had very small screens. It was what I liked about this phone, it was the fact that it was running Symbian OS, which was kind of advanced for that time, and you can do much more with a phone like this compared with the usual phones that were back then. So let's go through the menu. We have the messaging menu, the normal menus. I really loved this phone. I have here the contacts menu. It's asking me to copy the new contacts, but it's empty. The SIM card is empty. We have here the log, where you had your recent call duration. I'm curious. What, only 36 hours? Yeah, sure. The GPRS counter, and here no communication details. I haven't used this phone for a long time, so it's nice to see this phone again. This is the gallery. It has 3 images on. Yeah, I don't know what are these images. I don't know, maybe some pictures I took back then, who knows. Some sound clips. Yeah, the battery is low. I have to charge this phone. I really forgot to charge the phone. And here you could access everything you had on your memory card, but as you can see the phone says that it doesn't have a memory card. The camera was very strange because you had to use the phone this way, as you can see, for you to be able to take a picture. So it was very strange to use a camera on this phone. It took me a while to get used to it. Here we have Realplayer, which was a player dedicated to Symbian OS, and you could listen to songs and you see your videos that you made. Here we have the web, where you could access your internet, emails, and everything like that. This phone was used a lot with Orange. Sorry about that. Here we had the calendar. I liked that the calendar, you could view the calendar very nicely because it was a big screen. We have here the chat program. No server defined. No, I'm sorry. I never used this chat option because I always use the SMS service. We have here the themes. It was very nice that you had themes back then. For example, let's set this one. Let's set apply. I think this is the, yes, this is the original one that came with the phone, and Series 60 was the Symbian itself. We have here the presence. I don't know actually what this menu did, to be honest with you guys. I never used this menu. We have the go-to. Here you could set what what apps to access from your go-to menu. You could set here, as you can see, it is set to run messages and camera for these two buttons over here. Sorry, this phone, I don't know what the hell is going on with it. It keeps losing focus. So here it has two, you could set here messages and camera, but you can set here the go-to menu, and you can access many apps faster. We had the to-do list over here. Here were the profiles, where you could set everything about your phone. You could set absolutely everything, the ringtone, messages, if the phone is going to vibrate or not, and so on. Here we had the settings menu, general settings of the phone, where you can set everything about your phone: standby mode, display, general, call settings, connections, which were used to set your internet connections, date and time, security, call divert, call bearing settings, networks, you know, the original, the usual stuff. Here we have the connectivity where the phone, you could access the Bluetooth, infrared, and if I remember exactly, this phone can also be used as a modem back then, if you didn't have a modem. It also has radio, which is amazing. Positioning, I think this was a form of early GPS, I think. I don't remember that. I don't remember exactly because I didn't use it. On extra, you had a lot of menus. As you can see, it was full of menus over here. It also had the Word, so you could use to if you wanted to see a PowerPoint or on a Word menu. No, not menu, sorry, file. As you can see, the phone was very, it had a lot of menus. File manager, here you could install, uninstall everything you didn't use. Speed dial, you know what speed dial is. Voice commands, it had games, it had the Snake also. I played this a lot. I played it in multiplayer via Bluetooth because it was much easier than using the infrared. Help, Vodafone, VPN, and PTT means push to talk. It's a service that you could use your phone as a station, as a radio station, but I never used it. So this is all I can say about this phone. I will keep reminding you guys that this is just an amateur channel. The videos are amateur, so don't expect too much out of them. Thank you for watching on my video, and if you liked it, hit the thumbs up. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down, and have a nice day.